Hello my beautiful geeks, how is everybody doing today? Welcome to another design tutorial, and today we're going to be making a Jill Valentine slash Raccoon City slash umbrella because of the release of the Resident Evil 3 Remake, which came out today. Now, for this one I do apologize, my original audio got a little messed up because I had issues with my mic, so I'm going to be doing voiceover over it. But do not worry, I'm still going to guide you through it. We're going to have some fun. We're going to go ahead and get right to it. Now, just to let you know, the difficulty of this one is hard. So there is a lot of things that we have to do. There is a lot of small details that we have to pay attention to. But don't worry, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our best. And we're going to have fun. That's what it's all about. So as long as we have fun, everybody wins. Now, right here, as you guys know, I always like to clear the canvas. I don't like those pink lines. So I always want it to be clean, nice, and crisp. Once it's white and ready to go, we can go ahead and get started. Now, what I did right here is I counted a few from the top. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4 down. And this is going to be for the umbrella symbol in the back. That's where we're going to start, okay? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty simple, right? So that's just going to be a straight line. We're going to do an odd number again, not an even number. Otherwise, we would be able to use mirroring. But if we want the design to come up nicely, we're going to have to do an odd number. We're going to put a couple of spots right here. And then we're just going to kind of follow along this so we can make the shape of an octagon, which is what the umbrella symbol is, kind of like a stop sign. So technically you could also make a stop sign shirt if you wanted to. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to go down and over to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 altogether. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now we make some mistakes along the way, but don't worry, we're going to fix them. And that's part of the learning experience. Like right here I overshot it a little, but it's okay. We just go back and we can fix it. Again, don't forget that you can use your minus button in case you do mess up. That's always an option as well. But we go right back and we fix it. And don't worry if it looks uneven just because it's not center with the line. Again, we're using an odd number. We are not using an even number. This is the reason why it may not look on center. But trust me, everything is going to come up looking really nice. Now, from this angle, we're going to go down, counting 1, 2, 3, down here. Now, from this one, we're going to keep going down, right to about there. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Go down all the way, so that it matches the other side right there. And we're going to basically do the same thing that we did on the top, but we're going to follow on the bottom so that it has the same pattern as above, and then we'll have completed our octagon. Just follow down, same amount of squares. Once you get here, you're going to go ahead and go to this side and do the exact same thing. I like to do one side, then the other side, and then connect them. I feel like it's better that way. Alrighty, once we get to this point, we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of have to connect it at the bottom. We're going to connect it and we're going to make it look nice. It's going to look like an octagon once it's fully completed. I'm very excited about the Resident Evil 3 Remake. I'm definitely going to be doing also a playthrough for that. So you guys should be on the lookout for that. Turn on the notification bell so you guys don't miss when I do that. Look at that. We have our octagon. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. And now we can start working on the inside part of the umbrella symbol. And it may sound like it might be complicated, but it's not. Just use this guideline right here. And what I want to do is I want to create all the sides that would make the umbrella. So we're going to go down here. Just follow the grid along with me. And we're going to go from this point down. So that is basically the pattern that we're going to be using for all of the sides. We're going to skip 2 to the right, 1, 2, just like that. And then we're going to start from here up, do the same shape as the other one. And again, it may look uneven, but that is because we're not using an even number. So don't panic if you think, wait a second, it's not lining up. It's not gonna line up because we're using an uneven number. And just like that, we have one portion of that. We have the top part, as you guys can see here. This is kind of the symbol that we're trying to accomplish. We're gonna make a little cross right here, and that's gonna be a reference guide point for the other lines that we will be making. It's gonna help you a lot, and you'll see why. These four right here are gonna stay next to the cross, are gonna stay white. They're gonna be our reference lines, and we're just gonna keep doing the same thing as we did before. Just follow the grid along from home. If you need time to pause, please make sure you pause so you can catch up. This area right here is going to be red later, and it's going to stay white, and the top ones are going to be red. It's going to look really nice. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side, just like so. Beautiful. Excellent. Alrighty. And now down here, you can kind of see that it's already taking shape. If you guys look at it, it's already starting to take the shape of the Umbrella Corporation logo, and that's awesome. But yeah, I'm not ready for Nemesis to kick my butt. I'm really scared about that. But I have to do it. I played the demo recently, and it was really, really scary. As you guys can see, just follow the same design as I did above. Pretty easy. This one is pretty self-explanatory. If it would have been an even number, we could have done mirroring, and it would have been a lot easier. But, you know, everybody likes a challenge, so we're going to keep doing it this way. But yeah, if you guys want to watch my playthrough of the demo of Resident Evil 3, I'll put a card right above so you guys can check that out as well. Alrighty. Again, this blank spot's going to be our guide. And then we're going to go down, left, down, down, left, down, down, left, down, down. Pretty easy, right? And then on the other side, we'll do the exact same thing. Whoop-dee. Down, down, and we connect it right down here. All right. Now you can see that it's already taking that nice shape that we need. It already has the basic umbrella shape. Let's make sure we fill this in right here. And now we can start coloring it a little. And basically the pattern that you're gonna follow is the north, south, east, and west are gonna be red. We're gonna switch to our fill-in tool, and we're gonna go top, north, we're gonna go south, we're gonna go west, and we're gonna go east. And that's our basic umbrella logo. If you look on the upper left, it looks really nice. On the shirt, the design's covered, the sign, excuse me, is covering the whole back. We're gonna go ahead and move it around a little so that it just fits just fine. Make sure that it's to your liking. Again, what is to my liking may not be to your liking, so change it up to whatever position you wish to change it to, okay? Now what I want to do for the background is, you could do it black, but if you do it black, don't forget that you're going to lose all those black symbols that you have. So we're going to do all the black squares, excuse me. So I'm going to do blue, and then I want to change the color blue to something a little darker. I don't know exactly what yet, but I think I went with sort of like a dark navy blue type situation, just because I want it to be dark. But I don't want it to be black. I just want it to be dark. I want it to be cold. Because it's Umbrella, you know, they only created the T-Virus. So they're an evil corporation. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it, if you go all the way down, you can make it black, like I said. Who knows? Maybe you might like it all the way black. It looks good. It's not the worst. Again, you can make it your own color. I'm going to stick with the blue. I like the dark blue. That's what I'm going to keep. Okay? But if you want black, go for it. If you think you can make it work with the black, please, by all means, go for it. Now, the back is pretty much done. This is what it looks like. And now the sleeves we're going to leave for last. We're going to go to the front. And now this is going to be the challenging part. We're going to go into creating Jill. Now, if you guys want, you can always kind of just go with me, or you can fast forward till the end or the middle, and you can kind of see if you can do the grids. I do recommend for you to follow along with me from home, so that we can do it the best possible, okay? So we're gonna start right here. We're gonna go down, two to the right, one down. That's kind of, we're gonna starting the shape of her hat. That's what we're doing right here, okay? Remember, we start right here, one down. We're gonna go, and we're gonna put one right here, here, here. We're gonna go across. And we're going to start kind of going down to make the shape of her Beretta, which is what we're doing. We're making the design of Jill from the original Resident Evil. This one right here, that's what we're gonna go with. I like that outfit better than the one that she had in 3. I just think the skirt and the tube top just don't make sense. So yeah, we have her hat right here. Again, guys, feel free to go back and pause right here and make sure that you have everything as it is. And this video is going to be on the long side, for which I apologize, but it is a very, it's a longer process because it's a longer it's a longer design, I guess that would be the best way to say it. It takes longer. So we're gonna go down right here and we're gonna start making the shape of her eye. This right here is gonna be her eye. You'll see later when it all comes together. But I promise you, if you follow along, you're gonna have a nice design and you're gonna have a Resident Evil shirt that you can rock today that the game came out. Right after this, I'm probably gonna go play it. I was supposed to get the special edition, but I could not get it because of everything going on with the coronavirus. It had to close. GameStop is not open, so yeah. So yeah, we're gonna make her other eye right here, and we're kind of just gonna make a guide right here. Leave that white one in the middle open because we're gonna come back later to it. If you look to the right where her eyes are, leave that T shape right there. That's gonna be a good guidance. On the left, we're just kind of gonna come down here, and then we're gonna make sort of like what's gonna be the rest of her head. And you can kind of see that it's already kind of taking shape. It just looks like a head, but it's gonna look like Jill very soon, I promise. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna continue going from this angle right here. We're gonna close it up. And then right around here, we're gonna go down and we're gonna fully fill in that square. We're gonna go this way, that's gonna be her shoulder. And then we're going to go here and we're going to make sort of what's gonna be a mouth very soon, but first we're gonna fill this in. You could go crazy and make that portion, which would be her hair, like a brown or like a red if you want to change her hair color. But for this one, I'm just gonna keep it black. It's just gonna be a shadow. Again, you can go crazy. I'm just showing you the basic design of it, guys. You can go crazy with it. You can do any color swap that you like. If you think my colors are not good enough, you can always change them to your own. We're gonna make the mouth shape right here, and then we're gonna go down and we're gonna make the chin line along with what's gonna be the bottom, or well, the top of her shirt, if anything. I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna close it right over here. Beautiful. Right here, right here, right here, right here. And you can kind of see that it's already taking shape, and that's what's awesome about this. Love it. I really, really, really love it. What's your favorite Resident Evil? Let me know in the comment section below. I think Resident Evil 3 was my original favorite one. I love 4 too, but 3 is probably the first Resident Evil game that I played. I know, isn't that weird? Yeah, right. So we're gonna keep filling this in. And it's crazy how slowly the pixels are coming together and they're making a shape, you know? That's amazing. I love that. All right, we're gonna cover this right here. And we're gonna kind of going to extend down this way because we're gonna make her hand. Her hand is gonna be on the side. And she's gonna be pointing a gun on her left side, or on your right side if you're looking at the screen right now. And we're going to make her outfit blue, like the blue from the remake or the picture that you guys can see up here. All right, and that's our basic shape that we have right now. If you guys need a minute to pause, and go ahead and pause and make sure that you get this. Take your time, you know, that's all that matters. Take your time, go over it. It's not about speed, it's about making it look right. So you're gonna go over, you're gonna make some changes, but at the end it's gonna look amazing. Alright, that's nice. And hopefully one day Animal Crossing will let us share these kind of designs, so this way I can just share it, and you guys can do that as well. But there's always fun about making it yourself, you know? Alright, we're gonna go right here. This is gonna be her hand. It's gonna turn into it in about a minute. You'll see once we start applying the peach/pink color. We're gonna go ahead and go around this way now, because we're gonna design her left arm. We're gonna go across from this point right here. So you can, for this, you can kind of use the guidelines right here. Just go across. We're gonna go 4, 5. We're gonna go up, up, to the right, and this is gonna make the shape like a basic shape of a gun. This is gonna be her samurai edge. We're gonna go across this way, and we're going to create the illusion of a gun just with pixels, just like that. Very nice. Alrighty. Okay, perfect. Now, you don't have to get super detailed with this. Again, if you guys want to, you could do it. You can definitely get more creative with it. You can add more designs to it. You can try to make the gun bigger, smaller. That it's completely up to you. In this case, I'm just gonna kind of make like a samurai edge, like I said before. That's what we're gonna have. That's what we're gonna rock. And right here, we're just gonna finish the gun design. And this is going to connect to her hand. Kind of looks like a machine gun from the angle and the pixels on the right. That's not what we're going for, but I just realized that. See? Right there. And we can move this later, so don't worry about that. Like I said, the gun is just something that I wanted to do. You could just do her fist, or you could just do the same design that you made on the left on the right. If you don't want her to be pointing a gun, you can just have her with her arm down. Alright, we're gonna fill in this right here. And our main Jill design, believe it or not, it's almost done, guys. We're about halfway there. All we gotta do now is complete the torso and go down to her legs. So we're gonna do these right here. And then we're gonna go down 3, 4. Look at that. So you're kind of making the shape of her hips right now and her leg, which we're gonna go into in a few seconds. Alright. Now right here, we can start creating her arm. See, you can kind of make the shape. Just make it to where you're comfortable, you know? Again, I show you the basic, but you guys should be the ones who determine the final product. I'm gonna do that right there. So now it looks kind of more like a handgun, like a super handgun. And we're gonna make the basic shape of her hand, which is going to be holding the gun. We switch to the pink/peachy color. We're gonna put one right here. We're gonna cover it for now. And then we're gonna put the pink right here. And then right here. And then basically what we're trying to emulate is her hand, like she's holding it. We're gonna cover it like so. And you can change the hue and the coloration of the peachy/pink color if you want. What we're going to do is we're going to use these 2 shades of blue for her uniform. We're going to use this light blue, and we're going to use a darker blue. Not the really dark one that we used before for the back, but sort of like a more like turquoise for the light one, and then basically a more of like an aquamarine for the remaining ones. Okay, so just follow along. If you follow along just like I'm doing it, you should be golden. Alrighty. Now, for this section right here, this is her shoulder pad. We're gonna go down from her shoulder pad, and then we're gonna create her waist right there and go back. If you look on the left, you can kind of see that it has the shape of a waist that a girl would have. And then we're gonna make her belt line right here. Boom. How cool is that? It's already taking shape. I like it. Alrighty. So we're gonna go here, and then this is when you kind of make the decision to see how much shadow you want to have on her side. If you want to have a lot of shadow, you do it. If not, you just go over it with the blue. In my case, I'm going to go over it with the black, and I'm going to leave some spots for blue just to kind of create that illusion of color, shadow, and all that fun stuff. Alright, let's see. We're going to go right here. And we're going to create what would be her hand, like so. Boom. We're gonna go ahead and do some of the pink right here.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
For some reason, my Alexa decided to talk to me even though I didn't say her name. Sorry if you heard that. Alright, so we're gonna do pink, and this is the same shade of blue that we used before. Now for her face, we can go ahead and start covering it. So this way now we have a basic face and the arms, and we're gonna start working on the torso very, very soon. Look at that. It already looks like a character. It looks like our girl Jill Valentine. If she only knew what she's gonna go through in the next 10 years. Poor girl. Alright, so we're gonna make a little line right here, which is gonna be pink. If you guys remember, she had sort of like an undershirt and she had those giant shoulder pads. So that's what we're trying to emulate right here. We're gonna go ahead and make sure this is the right blue. And we're gonna go right here. And that part right there is gonna be skin. Beautiful. And again, if you think it should be blue, you can change it to blue. You can change the order in which you do this. This is just me showing you a basic walkthrough. I'm gonna change the blue to that darker blue that I mentioned before and just kind of make like a weird Tetris sign kind of going across. And then the rest is gonna be the lighter blue, the turquoise type of thing. I don't know if it's turquoise is what it's called, but you know. And then right down here, we're gonna go ahead with that light blue again. So that gives us an illusion of a shadow, as well as the top of her shirt, what would go into like around her chest and down to her waist. Right here, we're gonna also make it blue. And boom, we have the chest, we have the stomach, we have the arms, and we're gonna do a line right up here for the hat, like so. And if you guys remember, her beretta was always a little darker, so we're gonna make it a nice dark blue. Nice and cold color. There you go, and her beret is good to go. Boom. You can do a little shadow right here if you want to get crazy, and that could be sort of like the design that she had on her hat, or like the down part of it right here. So yeah, and again, you don't have to do that. If you want, you can do it in white, maybe, if you want to do like a shadow or something like that, but in our case, we're gonna leave it like that. Now let's work on her legs, because she needs to walk and run. In this one, she won't run from Nemesis, but in the next one, she will be. So we're gonna go ahead and make the knee right here. Kind of gonna go all the way over here, and then we're gonna do the design from this side. She's gonna be sort of running, so we're gonna make like a running shape. A running design, if anything. That's kind of like her leg. She's like running and shooting. We're gonna drag it up a little, gonna move it around so everything fits better and we can do more of her legs. You know, just kind of see whatever you like it. At the end of the day, you are the architect in your design. Again, I'm just showing you the basics. Alright. Looks like the gun over here overlapped a little to the left, so we're gonna move it. Whatever you're comfortable. Just because I like it here doesn't mean that you're gonna like it there. Just do it. Whatever you feel like you like it, that's where you have to do it, okay? We're gonna go ahead and complete the feet and the legs. Almost done, guys, I promise. I told you, I didn't lie to you. This one was a little on the hard side, but the final result's gonna look amazing, I promise. We're gonna make some right here. Again, guys, sorry if I sound like a broken record, but if you need to pause, make sure that you pause and you take your time doing this. There's no rush. You can pause me and then just kind of finish what you're doing. Alright, so we have the basic shape of the legs. Now, the pants are also going to be blue, which we get to in a second. And again, trial and error. If you like that shadow like that, you can leave it like that, or you can change it. It is completely up to you. Like if I move this one, she's gonna look too square, which looks kind of weird. But if you like it that way, go for it. I'm just gonna cover it so it looks like a nice shadow. I'm also gonna try to cover this, and if I don't like it, I can just go ahead and remove it. Like so. I think this might be the one that we stick with, because it looks like a nice shadow line. Now we're gonna go back to our blue, and we're gonna go ahead and fill it in. Pretty easy. This is the darker tone of blue that we're using. There we go. I'm gonna make a shape right here. And we're gonna switch to that baby blue in a minute. But first we're gonna fill in with this regular blue. Just like that. And then baby blue on these areas right here. We're gonna put the baby blue right here. Some more baby blue. And the whole point of this is to create that like depth perception and that make the illusion of different shades, because the light might be hitting her, or because the when your clothes look from afar, they might not look the same color. So we're gonna do this, this, and this, and we switch the blue right there. Again, if you want to do a darker shade of blue, completely up to you. If you want to make her outfit look more like her hat, that color, you can do that as well. But this is going to be our basic Jill Valentine shape right here. Alrighty, and now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the back with the same color that we did the umbrella symbol before. We're going to do that right there. There's our umbrella symbol. That's what it's going to look like. And then we're going to do the bottom right here. Boom. Now, we can really get crazy and do a little more designs, which is what I did right here. In my mind, I had sort of this visual that she's like running on like a street for some reason, even though in the mansion there's no streets, but I wanted to create sort of like an environment around her. So what I did is I went down here and I made sort of like a street. Just fill this in with gray, just like that. I'm gonna do gray all the way around. All the way here. And we're gonna go to the right. You could go a little up, maybe up here, but we're not. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I like it. I like it. We can always change it later. And then to make the spaces right here, to make it look like a street, we just go like this. And we can do 1, 2, and we can skip 2 or 1, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Skip 1, 2, and we have sort of like the illusion that she's running through a street. What is she running from? Who knows? Probably Nemesis. And then in the back, we're going to do the same because we want it to connect nicely. So you just kind of use your reference point on the left, right here. There you go. And then we're going to go ahead and cover that empty blue space that you see right there in a minute. All right, and we're almost done with this one, guys. If you have liked this so far, please make sure you like and you subscribe, turn on notification bells, so that you can see more designs. If you have any ideas for any other designs that you would like to see me try to do, I can definitely do that for you guys. So just leave me a comment below. I always read your comments, and I look forward to see what you guys want me to do. So definitely drop them below. All right, so we're gonna cover this whole thing right here. Beautiful. And you're always gonna get the curse of the artist, where you're gonna keep trying to make it better, but if you keep trying, you might mess it up. So you just go with your heart. That's the best advice I can give you. I'm gonna go ahead down here, and if that doesn't look good, you can always change it back to that shade of blue or to that shade of gray. If you want to make like a little angle right here, boom, you can do it like that. Ooh, look at that. That looks nice. I like it. I think I'm gonna keep it. Alrighty, and now the sleeves we're gonna get to in a minute. Right here, we're gonna just fill in these gaps like I mentioned before, because I want to make sure they look good. Very good. Now that the gaps are filled, it kind of definitely looks like she's running on the street. And you can go even crazier if you want to do like buildings in the background, be my guest. You can definitely do that. Again, I'm just giving you the basic shape of it. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go check right here. And we're gonna kind of continue that street that we started over there. So we're just gonna do 1, skip 2, skip 2. 1, 2, skip on the right. And then we do 1, 2. And in this one we skip 2 just to make it look a little different, but you can follow along any way that you want. If you want, you can actually make this right here white just to see how it looks. You can experiment with it, do any design that you would like to make. And then if you don't like it, all you have to do is cover it up again. Let's see, we do it like this. And that looks alright. I don't know if I'm fully comfortable with it, but just experiment with it, play around with it, make your own designs. It's not that bad. We can make it all white maybe. That's another possible design that we can make. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep it blue. Boom. Just like that. Then we're gonna change it to gray. Awesomeness. Alrighty, and then the sleeves, which is the easiest part. All we have to do is go ahead to our filling tool. Boom, boom. And there you go. On the back, we have the umbrella symbol. On the front, we have Jill Valentine. And that's our... I almost said Silent Hill. I'm thinking of Silent Hill. I should make a Silent Hill one too. But I'm mad at Konami, so I might not do it. And we're gonna name it. And we're done, guys. We're gonna name it Valentine. V-A-L. I can spell, I promise. N-T-I. Just one I, yeah. Sometimes my Pro Controller gets away from me. And there you go. There's our Valentine design, and we're going to rock it now. Wear it, and boom. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful little me. Let's take this away, and let's do a little zoom in to see how we look. You guys ready? And whoosh. And there's our Jill Valentine, guys, in honor of Resident Evil. Look at that. There's the back. Look at the way the street that we made looks. Pretty cool. I'm really happy with this design, guys. I love it. I love it. You like my Leon the Professional glasses? I know you do. Oh, yeah. Look at that. What do you think, little guy? He likes it. Mini-me likes it. If he likes it, I like it. And I hope you guys like this design as well. Have fun with it, you know. That's all that it's about. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. As per usual, guys, you guys have been awesome. I really thank you for watching these. And really, just drop me a comment below if you want to see something else. And let me know if you're playing Resident Evil this weekend. And if you do, how many times you're going to pee your pants because you're going to get scared just like me. Be on the lookout because I would also be doing a playthrough for that. But in the meantime, again, guys, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for everybody who's been watching these videos. And I look forward to making a lot more. So thank you from Mini-Me. I don't know why I'm writing here. I think it was an accident. But until next time, guys, bye.